台湾你好，认识你们很高兴。It's been really delightful. I was in Korea. We were in Korea last year shooting season 2, and I remember I was hanging out with my aunt, one of my aunts, and we happened to be in her neighborhood, and there was like a traditional candle museum in the middle of her town, and I thought it would be cool and fun to spend time with her there. So we went to the candle museum, and the woman who was managing the museum, or curating the museum, she recognized me from the show, and then we started talking about it, and we even talked about how the candles and the light sources in the museum would have been used in the show at that time, and it was really lovely and very unexpected for the ways that fans are coming out, and I'm meeting people in different contexts that I wouldn't expect.
30岁的何正在 Apple TV Plus 压倒性好评的影集 Pachinko 中，饰演在日本打拼的韩国人一家中最年轻的一代。剧里他不管是东京标准日文，或是大阪腔都超轮转，很难想象他在拍这部戏之前，日文根本不会说几句。
And if you don't say, a lot of the audience might think Yuh-jung is a native Japanese speaker. Actually, you learn everything from scratch in 4 months. Did you dream or have nightmares about speaking Japanese?
Yes. Yes, every day. But thankfully with my coach Yumi, I was able to, and a lot of ADR afterwards, in post-production, was able to pull it off. Hopefully season 2 is just as good.
And I can imagine how you manage since you have days on set with actors who don't speak English or don't speak Japanese or not Korean speaker, and the director spoke only English or only Japanese. How can you manage that?
It was probably my biggest fear going into season 1, but the thing that we learned in season 1 that gave us so much reassurance is just how universal emotions and facial expressions are. Like, it was something I was really worried about, having an army of interpreters on set and whether it would slow things down or make things muted emotionally. But then you realize as someone is talking, I may not understand a single word he or she is saying, and yet I'm reading the muscles on his or her face move and seeing that smile, and you realize I don't even need half the words to be translated. I know what's being said. And it really speaks to the show as well, that universality of communication. I feel very humbled now, knowing that.
你보는데 겁이 다 나더라.
在戏中，何正和奥斯卡得主𝙿-𝙰𝚁 有非常多感人至深的对手戏，看他演出常常就被吸进去，真的是有神快拜。
And I must talk about Yuh-jung. Her performance in season 2 once again hit me so hard and flooded me with memories of my mothers and grandmother. So what was the most wow, incredible moment of her to you throughout the whole process?
When YJ had to learn so much more Japanese this season. In fact, I think most of her dialogue in season 2 was Japanese. And, I called you Solomon. Jin can speak to this better than I can, but not only are you learning the lines in a language you don't know, but you also have to feel it and believe it and emote those feelings. And it's pretty amazing that YJ is such a seasoned veteran, but still works as hard as she does. She never phones it in.
Yeah.
In every scene, she will still get it perfect.
I think also in watching season 2 as well, because when I'm acting with her, I think I black out. I don't really, I'm not there for a moment. I don't really know what's happening. I'm just trying to listen and respond. But when I'm watching the show and I get to actually watch her performance, it really strikes me how simple her face can be, but there's it in the line, in the silence, in the look. There's something so deep about it. There's something so storied in her expressions, I suppose. But I also think it's YJ, and it's also the fact that we are seeing her life in this show. Like, we're seeing her memories of her life throughout this show.
第 一季由韩毅和日籍导演操刀，这一季大换血，其中来自台湾的导演陈俊霖执导非常关键的3集。从第1季就加入的摄影师陈安德也是台北出身，没想到 Pachinko 原来暗藏浓浓的台湾味啊。
There is Taiwanese director Arvin Chen this time. I really love those episodes by him. How was working with him?
Fantastic. I love Arvin. Actually, didn't you go to school with him?
I went to film school with him, yeah, at
That's
USC.
so cool. Yeah, in California. Arvin was delightful. Also, I love his work too. His romantic comedies are some of my favorite films. And what's funny is we did find with Arvin the episodes that we shot with him. I mean, he shot episode 5, which I think is a masterpiece. But for Solomon's character, there was the romance with Anna in those episodes, and I loved that I got to do a little bit of the romantic comedy moments with Arvin as the director. 台湾你好，认识你们很高兴。我觉得你们需要看我们的show，因为这是很怎么说 universal 很 universal 的 story。
Wow, I'm so impressed.
对不起
I can't, wow, I'm really impressed right now. I can't follow that up. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
好，谢谢啊，再见。
When we will see the season 3?
不知道，
Oh,
不知道，希望
soon, hopefully.
希望我们要
Please. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.